Mike Bohn joined now by Tatiana Suarez, who's co-headlining UFC Nashville on Saturday against Jessica Andrade. A huge fight for you, Tatiana. And I'm curious, your first fight in years in an arena in front of a crowd. Just how exciting is that?
Yeah, I'm really excited about it just because my last fight, I wasn't able to fight in front of the crowd or my family and have my family there. So this time I had the opportunity to fight in front of a crowd and in front of my family, which I'm really excited about, obviously, because my family is obviously very supportive in my career. So it's nice to have them there.
No doubt. What do you think of Nashville so far?
I actually love Nashville. It's really, really nice. I love all the green. It's a really nice, refreshing uh, feel because it's like green. And I'm currently staying in Vegas and living in Vegas, so
Right.
definitely not green there. It's
A
like a
little
whole
bit different.
different. Yeah, just a little.
No
Completely
kidding.
opposite. It's like dry in Vegas, and here it's like kind of a little bit humid. Not too humid, but it has trees, so it produces some humidity.
For sure. And you got asked, a million times about the comeback around the last fight and everything. Going into this one, does it just feel like a return to normalcy to a degree? Like you're back in the routine, back in the rhythm of your career and kind of getting back to where you were before the huge layoff?
Yeah, so this one's, really great just because, no one's asking me, oh, when are you going to make your comeback, blah, blah, blah. It's just, oh, another step towards, my goal, which is becoming a world champion. And also I'm at my true weight class, which I'm really excited about as well, just because, it's going to spin me in the direction of where I want to be. And obviously that's the strawweight champ.
For sure. How are you feel? I know the probably the hardest part of the weight cut is still yet to come, but
Right.
right now on this Wednesday, how good do you feel? I guess compared to the last fight week and just getting back to the division where you feel you're probably at your best.
Yeah, it's nice, obviously no one wants to cut weight, but I feel relatively good for cutting weight, and I'm doing it the right way. I have, my coach, Andy Gilpin, helping me, and Dr. Andy Gilpin, he's really great at what he does. And, he's been helping me this entire time, and the weights seem to be coming off pretty relatively easy. So hopefully it is like that tomorrow as well. And, you know, I look forward to performing, rehydrating, and performing on Saturday.
That's great news. And, as far as Jessica, you literally could not find a more experienced opponent, right? She's going to be the first female to reach 25 UFC fights with this one. So that's kind of a big feat for her.
Oh,
But
wow.
yeah,
I
that's
didn't
like,
know that. That's great.
yeah, right. So it's obviously kind of a history on her side. But for you, like I said, you couldn't find a more experienced opponent. We know all the records and resume she has. So this is a, pretty big name to put on your resume.
Yeah, absolutely. I look forward to that. I think Carla Esparza is up there in the experience as well, and I was able to fight her too. So, I'm really excited that I have, these experienced fighters that, that I've been able to fight. Also, Nina has quite a few fights too. I know she was fighting. I don't know what her record is, but I know she's up there in the fights. In terms of how many she has.
Absolutely. And I guess what's your expectations from her in this fight? The past two haven't gone her way. She's never lost three in a row. I'm sure she's, extremely motivated to not have that happen. So are you expecting her to maybe fight with a little more desperation than usual, to maybe be more cautious because she doesn't want to suffer that third loss in a row? What are you thinking she's going to bring to the table on Saturday?
I'm not exactly sure. I'm not really like putting too much stock into like her mentality. I just gotta really put more stock into what I'm gonna do, executing my game plan, um, staying calm, but also being being me. Relentless. Um, mixing it up really well. Just really focusing on myself. And I think that that's the way to go. I can only control me. I can't really, control what she does or put too much stock into what she's doing.
Yeah, but we know what she likes to do, right? She likes to be extremely aggressive out there. That's her style. Do you feel like for you that presents a lot of takedown opportunities potentially here?
Yeah, we're gonna clash at some point. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna execute everything that I need to execute in order to get the victory. I'm really looking to finish here, and I think that I can get a finish here. I think, I have really good ground and pound. I have really good, submission game as well. And I think where where I excel. We've seen her have some problems with grapplers and people taking her down, making her work, to get up, stuff like that. So, I think against Valentina, she struggled with that as well. And I think that in terms of grappling wise, I'm much better than, both of the opponents that she's lost to. So, like you said, I think that we're going to clash. And when we clash, I'm going to implement my game plan.
And the timing here couldn't be any better, right? 2 weeks before the strawweight title fight. How do you think
Exactly.
that? Yeah, how do you think this ends up going in Boston at UFC 292 between Weili and Amanda Lemos?
At first I chose Amanda Lemos. I watched her again, and I just think that, I can't really choose. I think that they're both really, really great at what they do. I think it's just going to come down to implementing their game plan. I think that, maybe if it goes 5 rounds, I think Weili can win that fight. I'm not sure about Lemos's gas tank. I haven't seen her go that many rounds, so I can't really say. I don't know how long, you know, um, what her longest fight is. I haven't really looked at that, and I didn't see that fight. But I do think that Wiley presents some I guess you would say, like, um, she presents a lot of problems in terms of, like, she moves a lot. She has really good movement. She stays safe, you know. So we'll see.
Yeah, and is it your expectation with the title shot here? I mean, I think it's pretty clear, important fight for the division. I think the only other person who has an argument right now would be Yan Xiaonan. Do you feel like you override her with a dominant, impressive performance here?
Yeah, I think that I can get I'm trying to get that finish. I want to get that finish. I think I can get that finish. And I think that I make an excellent, case here because I beat, two world champions, former world champion Carla. I beat Alexa Grasso, who's now the current world champion at a weighted class above me. And here would be, another world champion. So I just, when I do get this victory, it will definitely help plead for that, title contention spot.
And do you go to Boston and make sure you're seeing cage side and that you watch that fight up close?
Yeah, absolutely. I want to go to Boston for sure. I think that, I get a good win here. They'll probably just be like, yeah, here's a ticket. We'll go straight
Yeah.
there.
Love that. All right. I appreciate the time, Tatiana. It's always great catching up. This is a big fight for the division. I can't wait to see you back in there and at this division. I think people are really excited to see what's to come. And now that you're back in full swing. So it's awesome
Me
and
too.
appreciate your
I'm
time.
excited. Thank you. I really appreciate you having me on.